The top 10 coldest nations worldwide in 2022 by average temperature you should know. There are many different ways to measure that, none of which are ideal. This is largely due to the fact that it is very hard to determine the average annual temperature for a whole nation. This is especially true for some of the coldest countries in the world, some of which have substantial expanses of frozen winter wilderness where there are scarcely any people, much less meteorological stations. 1. Antarctica. It is the coldest nation in the world. Technically, it is not a continent nor a country, although there is no classification of the countries that make up the continent. We, therefore, consider it to be the only nation on the continent. In Antarctica, the temperature can drop below 100 below zero. Because there isn't enough food, water, or shelter, Antarctica is also the most uninhabitable region on Earth. It's challenging to stay here in the high, chilly wind. 2. Russia. The estimated average yearly temperature in Russia is -5.1 degrees Celsius. In actuality, the race to be the world's coldest nation is fairly close between Canada and Russia. The two are clearly separated from the rest, and as they are also the two biggest countries in the world in terms of size, it is exceedingly challenging to obtain an accurate average temperature reading for either. 3. Mongolia. The estimated average yearly temperature in Mongolia is -0.7 degrees Celsius. Mongolia is the only other nation with an annual average temperature below zero. Only slightly more than 3 million people live in Mongolia, which is the 18th largest country in the world by land area and is sandwiched between China and Russia. Given that Siberia's mostly Asian climate accounts for a substantial portion of Russia's overall coldness, it would probably be more correct to refer to Norway as the coldest nation in Europe. 5. Canada. The estimated average yearly temperature in Canada is -5.35 degrees Celsius. It should come as no surprise that Canada is the coldest country in the world given that it is home to some of the world's coldest cities and a sizable portion of land that freezes over for half a year. 6. Kyrgyzstan. The estimated average yearly temperature in Kyrgyzstan is 1.55 degrees Celsius. Next, we travel to Kyrgyzstan, formerly the Kyrgyz Republic, a landlocked country in Central Asia. 7. Greenland. The estimated annual temperature is 7 degrees Celsius, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. One of the coldest nations in the world is Greenland. Despite what the name might imply, there is never summer in Greenland and there is always snow on the ground. For those who enjoy the cold, this is the place to go. 8. The United States' estimated lowest temperature recorded is -40. The United States is one of the coldest nations in the world, which I'm sure many of you didn't expect to hear. Additionally, there is a lot of cold and snow in the majority of U.S. regions. 9. Iceland estimated annual temperature is 36.1 degrees Fahrenheit, 2.27 degrees Celsius. One of the coldest nations in the world is Iceland. The country is generally green in the summer, but winters bring cold and snow. -10 degrees Celsius or lower is the temperature. Iceland's coldest region is the Central Highlands. 10. Finland estimated temperature is 36.5 degrees Fahrenheit, 2.5 degrees Celsius. Finland is another well-known frigid country that experiences significant snowfalls and bitterly cold winters. Snow covers the ground from November to April during the winter months when the temperature rarely rises above 0 degrees Celsius.